Okay, what's up, guys? So latest and greatest. Just got the motor back, and I made a video about it. Got it all back, put it all together, and I only really have time to really work on it on the weekend because I work a lot through the weekdays. So got it in the I got the motor in the car already. Dropped it in last night before I went to bed. Got all my small things, done first. The fuel lines are in, and the power steering line. Just all the lines, and since everything's already off, I try to make sure that all my clamps are good. I recheck my clamps. If any clamps need to be replaced, and I just replace them. It's always a good thing to do, because you don't want to have this all in and ready to go, and maybe a clamp that's like somewhere buried in, underneath the motor. You can't really get to it, or it's kind of a pain. You'll be upset if that clamp is leaking, that hose, wherever that clamp is at. So, while you have a space available, while it's open to you now, I would rather just change it now. So that's always a good thing to do. So I checked all my lines, make sure everything is good, and all my lines are really stainless steel. My power steering lines, my turbo lines, pretty much my fuel lines, everything for the most part is stainless steel. And I did that because obviously it'll last longer, and less chances of them breaking anytime soon. So if you have the money to do it, I would do it. I got all my lines. I didn't buy my lines. I put them all together. I got them from Summit Racing. I purchased a lot of things off of them. So I bought all my lines, and like huge rolls of lines, and because I have different lines for different sizes, for different things or whatever. So and I bought all the fittings, as you can see right here. This one says Summit. There you go. So nice little fittings. They're really good quality. So everything is by Summit. Put everything together. Did it myself, with the help of one of my friends too, because I had a lot of fittings to put together. And yeah, so I put that in the maintenance category. So it's kind of like a one-time expensive deal, and then something that's gonna last for quite some time. So I think is worth putting money towards. So dropped the motor in, and everything looks to be as well. So again, another thing is I wanted to change a couple of things, or buy a couple of things that I didn't have or I was missing. So one of which is this. This is the inspection cover for the trans. So if you're looking at the motor, and like towards the bottom of the, let's see if I can actually see it from here. Well, I need a light, but so right in front of the trans, the bell housing, this would go there, and this is a cover, and it's in front, So if you don't have that on your motor, on your 1J trans, I'm running the 154 trans. So if you don't have that, I would get it, just because as you can tell, the opening's really big. God forbid you're drifting or you're driving normal on the street, and a rock flies underneath there or anything. It's going in your trans, it's going in your bell housing, and you get caught up in the flywheel or God knows what else. So it's a good thing to get. Little things like this I got from Drift Motion. Shout out to Drift Motion, also for a lot of parts. I spent a lot of money there, and I got a lot of parts from them. A lot of OEM parts too, like this, like exactly like this, and other various things. So shout out to Drift Motion for their fast delivery and getting all my stuff on time to me, and overnighting things when I need it. So shout out to them. So yeah, so that's good. I got that. This I also got not too long ago. This is really good to have. This is a Goretti magnetized drain plug, and this is really good, man. And this is common sense, because the OEMs are not magnetic. So this will be good to catch all those little stupid little flakes that fall or rolling around an engine, in which you will have metal flakes. So this is good to have, because then when you do your oil change, you can take this out, all the metal stuff is on there, and then you can just wipe it off, carb cleaner, do whatever you want to do to it. So I think this is probably from Goretti. Well, this is in Yang. This is about $15 or $16. Yang. So this is pretty cool. I got this while I was in Japan, back in July. So yeah, so everything's getting put together. I can't find my valve cover bolts. Well, I can get that on Drift Motion, actually, some new ones, but I think I left it at my friend's house, so I'm just gonna run by and get them. Start laying down the harness, start cranking it over, and get this thing running this weekend. Today is Saturday, so I should have it cranked over tonight. So yeah, so little things like that I just wanted to talk about. You know, you put together your, you take your motor out and just replace the stuff. Another thing that was messed up was this. This was cracked. It's not a huge deal, but it's old, it's beat up already, and I just really wanted to change it. So again, I got an OEM one. I wasn't trying to get anything super special, HKS or Goretti or anything like that, because I got to keep the costs down. So just the OEM. I got this one off of Drift Motion also, so shout out to them again. So those are little things that I got recent. Well, that was I actually got that a couple of months ago. So yeah, so little things like that. Check your seals, while you have the motor apart. Check your gaskets. Just make sure everything is good while if the motor was taken out or apart. So new Tomy head gasket, another one. And yeah, a few little things like that. So should be running. I should be able to crank it tonight, just to get I'm gonna crank it over and get some oil pressure. Start get the oil flowing into inside the pump and stuff like that. Just run it through the system. Make sure I have oil before I actually start the car. I'm gonna run some crappy oil. Well, I'm not gonna say crappy oil, but I just got some some cheap STP oil, some 1040. Nothing special, just to throw it in there, have it idle, let it idle for a little bit, and cycle everything through and all the material so all that stuff can come out. And then I'm gonna run then flush it out, put some brake-in oil that I purchased also from Drift Motion. Shout out to them again. And then once I retune it, make the numbers that I want, and then I'm running. I'm probably gonna run Rotella, which I actually have some over there, some Rotella T6 synthetic 40 weight, 540. So yeah, that's really about it. I don't think I really have anything else to say. I kind of wanted to make this video short, and yeah, so I'm gonna just start laying my harness down, and I'll put some videos up once it's running and everything, hopefully tonight or tomorrow morning. Hopefully tonight. I'm gonna stay up late. So yeah, so if you have any questions or anything you want to ask or whatever, anything like that, just shoot me an email or hit me up on YouTube or whatever. I'm pretty quick at replying. A lot of people ask me questions about certain things. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, man. So thanks for watching. I'll have videos up of it later, in a few hours, once I put some more things together. So yeah, this is my S14 1JZ vvti, and I'll do another video later on parts that I have internally and things like that. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks. See you.